Hey Xander, it's last closing day of Thrive Lab 1.0,
Yep.
and you have been a constant source. You and your family have really helped us make this what it is.
We've tried.
You've tried your best, and you've spent so many hours, and so grateful for that. Can you sort of talk about the highlight of what the last 9 months, like what, think back to when you had the best experience?
I thought it was really fun to just, bring some of my friends here and be able to have a space that, other than other places that already exist, or like the school, just having another place where, for me and my friends doing musical stuff, maybe even podcasting, and then also just like the Christmas party we held, and
Did the band play?
yes, that was very nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
And it was nice. Sometimes the planning and the everything else got a little overwhelming, I'd say.
Yeah.
But
Took more time than kids had.
yeah,
And
exactly.
As we got into this year, and you got busy, and you got your other things that were interesting to you, it was hard to keep the momentum and get enough kids.
Yes, it makes it difficult.
It makes it difficult, and we understand that now. Busy kids, busy high school kids, and when we going into phase 2, what advice would you give us as we've got the design, we got the logo, thank you for helping make that happen. What would you say we should do in a smaller space? Probably this is too big for incline. What advice would you say we should do to appeal to the kids to come and do projects?
Yes. Well, just from being in Thrive Labs for, like you said, the last 9 months, I've really learned a lot, not just about teaching or learning, but also about like running startups, especially in the nonprofit scene, but also in general, because I like thinking about business, and it's just been really interesting, and it's great to be in a place where I'm seeing it happen.
And being a part of it.
Yeah, and being a part of it, yeah.
Your input to the design club meetings every week was invaluable. We wouldn't have lasted as long as we did if you hadn't. So I appreciate that you have that experience as well. So would you advise us going forward to make sure that we involve the kids in the management of the Thrive Lab and the experiences they can get by being entrepreneurial, by being managing studios and things like that?
I think it's like a case-by-case thing. A lot of kids, they just want to have fun, or they just want to learn. They don't really want to be on the whole managerial side of things. Some people, like me, like some other kids, sure, we like to do that sort of thing, but I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like that's a role more suited for the grown-ups of the organization.
If we had more activities that were just pure social fun, movie nights and things like that, you think kids might?
Yeah, and even just in general, like projects about learning things, instead of just like, how are we gonna run this organization?
So that's some more structured projects to do.
Yeah, because having meetings about how you're gonna run the organization is different than having meetings about whatever you're interested in.
Exactly, which is the phase we would be getting into now. If getting kids to be doing their projects like we're doing with Christian and Rowan and the interns, is they can hone in on what they're doing.
Yeah, and I guess you asked me what advice I'd give, and I guess after learning about how this whole starting up thing works, I just say write down a very, very clear plan, very concrete plan of exactly what you want to do, and then execute it. Have plan B's, have plan C's, know your audience, know your goals, all those sort of things. Have no gray area, make it very clear.
Very wise. And I think up front we could have done more surveying of the community about what they wanted.
Yeah.
And that way we would hone our program quickly.
Yeah. Knowing what people want, fitting some sort of niche so that you can, really be of value to people.
Right. And people have told us one of the takeaways is go to the younger kids because they have more time and more curiosity to try things out.
So see that you're finding your right audience.
Right. However, the big need is also high school, to be able to get exposure to lots of different fields of interest that they may not
So the key thing is really making a plan, you know, really just like actually writing it down or typing it, just like have something physical or just like something that exists. It's not just like an idea that everybody has. It's like something that's down there that says each thing you want to do and just like how it's all gonna work.
Correct. And we do have the enterprise information system thanks to your father and the brainstorming around what do we want to be. So it's got clear.
Thank you.
So thank you. And wishing you the best and hoping that we are able to connect in the future
Yeah, of course.
and reactivate the fun that you need and kids need.
Yeah.
We can sign up for.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.